You know, I always thought I get to talk to an alien and not a...
Where's Uro? What did you do to her?
Straight to the point. Who is she to you? Family? Comrade? Don't tell me you...
She's a friend.
Oh, friend. Then you have nothing to worry about.
Where is she?
She served her purpose. She's in a better place now.
Bastards, I will kill
A full battalion.
What?
That's how many of my men were killed in that shithole, and all we got in return were 2 sorcerers. 2.
So what do you want from me?
Information. You know, when that pompous stitchhead said sorcerers are exclusive to Japan, I just couldn't believe it. So I had to make sure for myself. And guess what I found out? We are the same, you and I. Biologically speaking at least. What was her name you said? Uro? She's quite a beauty, that one. Strong abilities too. Cutting the sky in half like a cloth. Pretty ironic considering how many parts of her were left. Anyways, it wasn't all for nothing. Thanks to her, we managed to figure out how to detect that energy. Glory to American innovation. But unlike Japan, we don't have much of it here. So even after months of harvesting, there was only enough to power 1 home for a year. Or to give that power to 1 person.
Let me guess.
Me, I learned my own technique after a week. A domain expansion as you call it after a month. I'm a prodigy that will prove America's superiority by myself. And you can help me with that. How about it? You tell me everything you know, and we might even let you go.
Depends. How much do you know?
I know those scuffs can't hold a sorcerer, but that's why I'm here. We ran tests on you, and your energy output came out to be way lower than mine, so I wouldn't try anything if I were you. How does it feel to be...
No, I meant how much do you know about Jujutsu?
About as much as that brain freak Kinjaku told us. Why?
Is that all?
What's so funny? I reached the peak of sorcery in a month. I could kill you right now.
Sorry. Let me get to it. I have a lot on my mind that you want to know, so allow me to tell you a story.
Better be short.
Don't worry, I'll make it a cinematic journey, because it is beautiful, beautiful cinema. Now, roll camera. Enter our protagonist. He's good looking, he's handsome, he's young. His name is Satoru Gojo. Unique background has our Satoru. See, there are 3 clans ruling the Jujutsu world. Now, Satoru is born into the Gojo clan, so he's born with status. But Gojo is even more special than that, because he inherits the clan's rare technique, the Limitless, a broken technique that manipulates space. He's untouchable. What's your technique, by the way?
I wasn't born yesterday, kid.
It was worth a try. Well, mine is called Intuition.
Intuition? Sounds like a horoscope.
It's a bit more technical than that. See, most people need logic to understand a concept. Step A to step B. My technique skips the logic and starts speaking directly to your gut.
The gut?
Do you know how many neurons are in your stomach? More than even in your spine. It's a really smart organ. And sensitive. You alright?
It's the ventilation. The fans are garbage down here. I'm fine. Get back to the story.
Right. Anyway, so back to Gojo. Stitchhead showed you some footage of him, I bet. He's the strongest there is, you're right. He can produce so much energy that he can power your whole country by himself. But not with his technique alone, no. See, Gojo is, you could say, God's most loved child. Because in the last hundreds of years, he's the first to inherit both Limitless and the 6 eyes. Now, the 6 eyes are just totally unfair. Those eyes can see things on a molecular level. He knows everything about you with just 1 glance. He knows that you ate 2 eggs for breakfast, he knows that you stopped shaving your beard a year ago, and he also knows that was the last time you got laid.
Watch it.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
Stop stalling. Get to the point.
I am at the point. The point is, perfection is boring. An omniscient, omnipotent character? Snore. That's where the plot thickens. Because Gojo wasn't always untouchable. Let us turn to our antagonist. Many miles away, across the whole prefecture, there was a big but ancient estate of another powerful clan that ruled over Japan. The Zenins. Now, these guys are a bit conservative with their traditions. Girls get a broom, boys get a sword, you get the picture. Lucky for our antagonist, he was born a boy, and what a handsome man he grows up to be. His name is Toji Zenin. Now, our Toji dabbles in less honorable vocations compared to his relatives. He's an assassin. So, imagine one day, he gets called up for a job to kill 1 high school girl. A mundane job, if not for her high school bodyguard. Drumroll please. Satoru Gojo. Question: how do you kill someone you can't touch? The answer is gear. Cursed tools. You can get glasses that let you see curses, or a guitar that rips your eardrums off. But of special interest to us is a small 2-pronged dagger called the Inverted Spear of Heaven that completely negates any curse technique it touches, even Gojo's Infinity, and Toji has it.
So he just stabs him. Simple.
Not quite. Second question. How do you get close enough to stab someone who can hear every breath in a 360-degree radius? And I don't mean a literal breath. Curse energy flows in every Jujutsu sorcerer, even more obvious when they attack. Approaching Gojo like that is like trying to ambush a lion in a helicopter. So, what can you do? You don't breathe. Now, you and me, we have to breathe. But here's the twist. Toji is not you or me. He was born without curse energy, a heavenly restriction. And here's the second twist. His last name isn't even Zenin anymore. See, there's only one thing Zenins hate more than women, and that is misfits. A kid without talent born into a family that prides itself in sorcery? Outcasted, like a dog. And for all his speed, Toji couldn't run away from his past, could he? So even though he takes his wife's last name, Fushiguro, the Zenin pride he was taught from childhood, it stayed. Makes for a good warrior, but...
Nothing wrong with pride.
With his weapon and his stealth, one might think Toji had everything he needed to succeed. But really, if he went in now, he would most definitely die.
Why?
Well, a word like strongest doesn't quite describe the sheer gap between humans and Gojo. If you want a chance, you need to close that gap. One way is to put a 30 million bounty on the girl to get some attention. And you bet there was a lot of attention. Now, none of these guys could actually kill Gojo. They were fodder, but that wasn't the point. The point was to keep him from resting.
Satoru, 昨日から術式を解いてないな。睡眠もな。今晩も寝るつもりないだろう。本当に高専に戻らなくて大丈夫か?
72 hours of heavy strain, and the exact moment Gojo stepped inside the safe bidder of Jujutsu High, he relaxed. Inevitable. You couldn't even call it a fight. Have you seen a wounded bear? He might swipe and screech, but if it can't see you, it's just meat. And Toji made sure he was blind. A swarm of flyheads. A trick like this wouldn't work normally. Gojo never needs to see someone to know where they are, but this time, his eyes are the only thing he could trust. And all they showed him was death. A stab to the neck, a slash to the torso, 4 stabs in the leg, and finally, a finishing blow to the forehead. He never stood a chance.
Toji Fushiguro. Efficient, ruthless, and powerful. He sounds exactly like me. You should give me his number. He could do some great work for us.
He's dead.
What?
Colonel, where do you think curse energy is stored?
In the gut, of course.
Correct. That's the storage. But knowing what to do with that energy is only possible with the brain. One potent use of a curse technique is its reverse of it, which can regrow your whole leg if you wanted to.
Hold on, you said he was stabbed in the brain.
You're paying attention, Colonel. I'm glad. But Toji stabbed him in the head with a regular knife.
Moron.
This would kill any human, but Gojo isn't any human. Now, at this point, Toji has already completed his mission. The other sorcerer didn't even stand a chance. But he already killed this guy once, so why not the second time? The Zenins taught him pride, but they trampled on it at the same time just because he didn't have curse energy. That pride turns into resentment at every Jujutsu sorcerer, and before him was the pinnacle and culmination of everything he hated. But this wasn't the same Gojo he fought before. A near-death experience can leave you traumatized, but Gojo ascended through it. He mastered the reverse application of blue, red, and with it, his secret technique that not even all of the Gojo clan knows about. By combining blue and red, Gojo creates and pushes an imaginary mass of destruction. Imaginary technique, purple. The end.
That was a good story, and you are quite the storyteller. Look, kid, I like you, and don't get me wrong, the information you gave us is priceless. But about my promise, I didn't actually promise you anything, did I? No hard feelings, alright? Okay, I'm done here.
You don't want to hear the moral of the story?
Why should I care about some lazy idiot who forgot how to use his own tools?
That's not why he died.
What? Oh, fuck! Domain expansion! What is happening?
Colonel never stood a chance. Despite learning a domain in a month, he never had the time to refine it. The hostage always had the advantage in a clash, but he had to be sure. To guarantee his output matched the colonel's massive reserves, he entered the binding vow, revealing one's hand. By explaining exactly how his power works, he amplified his own technique to match the colonel's raw power. But that was unnecessary. Still, better safe than sorry.